Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to another beautiful, sunny, bright, and almost spring-like day. I guess it's spring, almost summer-like day here in Sahuarita. Welcome to Sahuaritacasita. It's Brenda Schweder. Welcome, welcome. I am, I'm going to load some comments. I can't believe what a beautiful day it is. I mean, our winters really aren't like those of you in the Midwest or in the East Coast, anywhere else in the North, but I'm still reveling in all of this. Sorry. So anyway, talk amongst yourselves while I do some sharing here. Last time I did this little thing, this little placard that I thought, oh, I'm so cool, and then kind of backfired on me. So I'm just going to do a little sharing here. I hope you will too. It helps me keep doing what I am doing. And then we'll get into the good stuff, right? Always got to do a little bit of this other stuff first, though. Let me see where I am. By the way, I was going to try to go live in StreamYard today, so I'm kind of futzing around with that. Still not ready to do that. That'll be another at least week, I think, while I figure all that stuff out. Yeah, so let's see here. If I can just watch this video now. Here's Kathy and Pat and Stephanie. Okay, mute that. And let's see here. I'm going to put a little comment in here. Paste. So what I did is I just pasted all of the SKUs that we're going to be talking about today. And what also I'm going to do is I'm going to load a comment on where you can find all this stuff. So we're still working on all these bugs. Well, not really bugs, but we're a little bit ahead of ourselves, John Bead and I, with being able for you to use and obtain, source the things that, oh, I guess I have to press that. Okay. So we still want you to be able to get, so if you're seeing some beautiful things, which you will, here, I want you to know where to get them. Danielle's here. Hello, hello, Danielle. And Carmi is here too. Hello, hello, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to do some sharing to here. Copy the link. It's not as seamless as I would like it to be, but that will change. So let's see here. More options, that's what I want. Share to a group. I'm going to share. And of course, I'm worried about not being present to you. So let's do this. Let's just share. And I know, Carmi, you can probably share to John Beat too if you don't mind doing that. After a while, this is all going to be, you are not going to believe how slick this is going to be. Today it's not so slick. Okay. Oh, I am sharing to John Bead. Okay. Hope you didn't do that yet, Carmi. So here we go. We're going to share it to John Bead. And then we're going to also share to more options. You know, how far can we bury this? Share to another page. Let's share to, now that's a jig as well, because why not? Okay. Posting. Okay, here we go. Present. I am with you. Mwah. I'm loving you. So let's get rid of that. And I'm so happy to be here, you guys. So this is our second video with John Bead. John Bead is now my sponsor. Mwah. So excited for all of the stuff that I'm going to be able to share with you, all the great products. And this month, it seems like it's link month because that's what we're going to be doing today. Let's get rid of a few of these other things here. You know it's me. We'll get rid of that. And just see this beautiful link. And we're going to work on a few more of these. Oh, Kathy. And hi, Spidey Stamps. Nice to see you here again. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing today. For a little bit of lusciousness, this is what we did last week, Thursday. These are called the Bead Kinetic links, guys. I did this version, and I also did that version with some found objects and steel wire. You know me, I've got to get my two loves in there as well. But the principles are all the same, and that is the cool part of working in wire, right? So I want to mention too that what I've been doing, for those of you who know me from Now That's a Jig Days, right, before that silly little product went on sabbatical, what I have always done is, well, for most of the time, is to create these types of, we call them pattern templates, and you basically just slip them right onto the top of your jig bed and whir away. All the instructions are right there. The assistant with the most is Miss Sarah Hannes. She's just right up there with her graphics on those, and we chock-a-block full of information. But for you guys, what we do is we take that jig bed out. These are available on www.brendaschwederjewelry.etsy.com, and we de-jig these, okay? For you guys, all the essential information for you to do these is right here, and so that you can create all the links. We're going to be making these quarter-inch length, quarter-inch bead links, and then it's so hard to know which side. I'm never going to get that. It's so counterintuitive, to the half-inch ones. And of course, you can make a number of other ones, but these are the ones that we're going to be able to make with our pliers, with your round nose pliers, with your baling pliers, if you have those at home. Do look at those SKUs that are up in the comments there. And then what I do also is create these step-by-step instructions, okay? And these are all for you guys. The pictures, a little bit of, there's hashtags under here. Make sure you do hashtags so you can see what other people are doing. And then all of the materials, the tools down here. Second page, who knows, maybe these will go into 3 and 4 pages depending on how complex we get. These are, what we're doing today is pretty simple. And what we're going to be doing here is just follow these along. Pretty easy to do. I've written instructions for years now, written a couple books, so they should be pretty good for you to be able to read. But you know what? I'm always here for you guys. So yes, Kathy, they are. So we're creating 2 sets now. 2 sets. So and so those are all available at www.brendaschweder. No. That's my URL. Let's put it down here. www.brenda, B-R-E-N-D-A, helps.etsy.com. And what Sarah does when she loads these up, because she's just the bestest, she's always puts the one that we're on today under our featured items on Etsy. And that what we do is we've created a whole brand new section, category on Etsy, for all the John Bead templates. So if you're like afraid, and this happened once last week, poor Ertie, she got the wrong ones. We just, said, grab the other ones, we'll refund you, even though it's non-refundable because it just goes the minute that you buy it. Just make sure that you're in the John Bead category, or look at the very first SKU, and that'll say either Entage or JB. Guess which one's which. You guys are a smart bunch, so I know you know how to figure that out. So I want to show you what's on my little palette today. Miss Carmi called this a tablescape. I'm so excited that I have a tablescape to share with you guys. This is the tablescape of the day. So we're working with the Earth's Jewels, you guys. These are the turquoise green. Aren't they absolutely luscious? And then these are peach adventuring. And I love the shape because they go really well with these guys. So this is the half-inch link, you guys. Pretty neat, huh? And you would think, so you're like, oh my gosh, these are pretty big beads, right? But if you go to the half-inch, it fits really well in there. So you have to remember only half of that bead is going to be into the middle. So you actually have quite a bit of room here. And that bead serves as the connection point. So, if you're not a solderer, you know that what's under here is this opening to this link right here, right? So here's a smaller one I made, and this is the 1/4 inch one. It's basically a big jump ring, right? But this is the link that we are going to be working with today. These, and I just kept with the gold, but I thought what would be fun is to continue on with some copper color that'll go with this peach aventurine pretty darn well today. And then, so what I'm teaching you today is a link, but you can see that even if we, the bonus project last week was this cool neck arc that you can make. You can grab that template off of the Etsy site that I put you on today. And just even a few darn links will make this come alive here. And I've just continued. I think I got myself trapped last week. But you just sort of like this neck arc. Let's see if I can find it here. Many things around my neck. Okay, maybe I should find it first and see if I can. All right, we're gonna take it off. So I have both sides. How much fun, right, Erdy? I know that you had this little concern last week, but we got you figured out. Okay. Hi, Janelda. Hi, Jan. So quick and easy, interchangeable. We all like when our jewelry works for us. And if you're a gold person especially, you can just use all the gold wire, and there you are, boom, boom. 6 different links, and you have a necklace on the fly. Alrighty, so, but it wouldn't be a Brenda Schweder video without a few found objects. So I said, what can I do with found objects today? And I found these cool roll kind of dice. I have no idea. You guys would be able to tell me what game these are from. Come like with like, do you guys ever play Yahtzee? There's a little cup that these came from, and I don't know where I got them. Probably at Goodwill or something like that. And so I thought we could make some links with this, because, you know, why only show you one thing when we can show you 2 or 3? The other thing I wanted to share here is look at this fabulous, fabulous piece. Is this not the Beads of Courage pieces are starting to roll in, you guys. I'll show you a few more in a little bit. But this piece, oh my God, I'm so happy. Sally Hoffman from Sally Hoffman's Design. She's right here in, well, she winters here in Green Valley, and she goes up to Pine Top in the summer to get away from the southern Arizona heat. Isn't this fabulous? So I thought, kind of the reason I thought I wanted to do another link today was to figure out, so this is a collaboration that Sally and I are going to put together for our Beads of Courage friends. You guys know that, and some of you are involved in some of the work that we're doing. We're going to have an auction of different items that you guys have put together with us for Beads of Courage in April. So, so the collaboration is that she did this pendant, and she said, why don't you do a chain? Well, yes, I am going to. So I thought, oh, I wonder if I could do a chain and bring the turquoise in. I'm looking for the turquoise links, and I actually have them on my body, don't I? Hi, Lena. Fashionably late. That ought to be me, but not today, not today. I'm right on time. So here I take the necklace off again. I was thinking, so I'm kind of trying these out, and I'm wondering what you guys think. I think it might be too much. Here, let's kind of like move these guys off to the side. I want your opinion. Because I'm kind of trying this out, but I'm wondering, is that just going to be too much for this? You know, do we need something smaller? Do we need, I don't know. We'll have to put it to a vote. Let's make a bunch of chains in the next couple weeks, and then we will, we'll see. We'll see which one, or maybe we'll do all 3, right? Talk about versatility. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so let's get down to brass tacks. But before we do this, I just remembered Linda Larson has sent her piece in. If you guys remember these, so this this phase, this session of our Beads of Courage thing is called D-Stash. And so these are some of the D-Stash pieces that I put together. I just kind of want to get you guys going because I know that we extended the, oh, hi, Sally. Oh, you should catch up because we were just talking about you. You probably know that. Oh, you want to pick up the copper colors. Oh, that's not a bad idea, Jan. So anyway, this is my D-Stash. You guys can work with yours. The deadline has been extended to February 24th because we have that time since the gem shows have been pushed back from February, 10 weeks until April. We have more and more time to do some cool things together. So back to Linda Larson. She picked up this. You guys might see this. Let me see if we can even look and see where this particular thing was in this scoop here. But anyway, I'm not seeing it. It might be under the John Bead logo. But this, you guys, is what came in from the lovely Linda Larson. Oh my God, I opened it yesterday. I was gonna open it on camera, but I couldn't wait for you guys. I just had to see what she did. This gorgeous ring. And this coin is actually it is square with some rounded corners here. So isn't this gorgeous what she did? And look at this nice chunky band. This is a size 8. So if you guys aren't participating, or even if you are, Sally was saying she's going to participate, but she also wants to bid. And it's all for the kids of Beads of Courage. Isn't this great? So on top of everything here, I'll do a QVC. Hi, Terry. Anyway, so on top of this, now of course I texted her right away. I said, thank you. It's gorgeous. Thank you for participating. Thank you for making such a beautiful thing. On top of this, I'm just going to read you what she said. For Klimt. Brenda, here is my piece for the charity auction. Now Linda and I go way back. We've taught together. She's just a hoot. I love her. I hope it makes money for a good cause. It's a size 8. I'm happy to donate another coin ring at a custom fit if someone wants it. What a great addition. This is so cool. My coin or theirs. And then on top of that, this is just the prize that keeps on giving. She just threw these earrings together. Aren't these gorgeous? Is this like picture jasper, you guys who know your stones? Isn't this gorgeous? So these are going to be in there. I was going to show them to my sister, but I'm like, I can't even take them out of here because I just don't. She's staying at my mom's house. I just didn't want to maybe even lose this or do anything. So isn't this gorgeous? So the ring, the promise of another ring, custom to someone, the earrings. And then I texted her, thank you. And she said, oh, do you want me to make another one? I have plenty of rings at home. And I'm like, yes. If I was asking for myself, I would be like, oh, humble. Oh, no. But like for the kids, right? So you got to ask for more. So Linda Larson, mwah. We absolutely love you. You're the best, girl. Hey, Bev. Excuse me. So, okay, blah, blah, blah. I should probably take a drink. I'm so excited. But what I want to do is I want to show you how to make these links. So let's come on back down here. Focus, Brenda. And you can tell me, I'm really kind of liking this now. What we're gonna have to do this, you know me, I love to take surveys and I love voting. So we'll do that through the blog too. Okay, so back to this. These, when you are deciding, and I just like, obviously I couldn't decide. So I was like, look at all these gorgeous pieces here that are rolling off. I'm gonna put this guy over here so I don't hurt Sally's piece. So when I'm figuring out which links I want, and this is first thing in the instructions, you kind of take a look and see, okay, what is going to work. Now, this link works best if it's got some length to it. I didn't pick these that are more like rondelles because I wanted more glue area, right? More glue real estate to be able to you know, fix this on this link, right? And so I didn't use these. I was scared to use these on this, but I could probably use some of these smaller ones. Yes, I could on these smaller links, right? So this is when I went to the 1/2 inch. I always have to add value for you guys because you know what? You deserve it. You deserve it so darn much. But that's why these two especially work so well. Now all of these Earth's Jewels pillow packs like this is 100 grams, you guys, of beautiful beads. And they're not all the same. So these are cut a little bit more rounded squarish, right? Speaking of rounded squarish from the ring, these are a little bit more ovalish, right? But then there's some nuggets in here too. And I love all these color combinations, just absolutely gorgeous. So that's the first thing that I wanted to tell you is that you'll get the hang of like what is gonna work and also know what gauge. So when we're talking about this drill here, you'll want to, you know, not all beads are drilled the same. So let's go ahead and let's just, what do you guys think? I'm thinking, let's go this gorgeous, gorgeous orange color. This skew I don't think I put on here, so this skew, if someone wouldn't mind being my scribe, is 747-2000. 2002-10. So 10 is the color, okay? Let's grab some of this gorgeosity and we'll make some links. But getting back to what I want to tell you is that always do check before you do this. I always like to leave this attached as long as I possibly can. But let's grab this. And I'm always going to start off by doing some straightening here. And especially if you're testing too, you never know. You want this to be as straight as possible. And this is where I'm going to test and see what kind of goes in here. Beautiful. That's how you know it's going to work, right? That is how you know. Okay. Also, I want to show you guys too, and you know I'm all over the place here, but we're just going to, this is me, and hopefully you love me anyway. But what's really impressive on this, and I showed you this last week when we did the other one. By the way, this is called BeadConnector, okay? All of your measurements are right here. How much wire you need for each link, where I want you to. This one right here, this dimension, 2 down, 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 whatever. This is your lead amount. And what I mean by that is, so say, let's just start with the quarter inch link. If I want a lead of 2 inches, that is where I'm going to grasp my wire, okay? And then that's how you know. It's basically sort of where you start or where you grasp, okay? This is really exciting because this is, I'm just getting the willies because this is going to be a really great link. Now you can just do things like organically if you want, and sometimes that's how I roll. But for those of you who really want some consistency, before you have the jig, here's how you get, I've got 4 different setups on here: 3/4, 1 inch, 1 1/4, and 1/2. So that is how, if you want to lay this down on here, you will figure out how big your links are going to be. Right now I'm just going to kind of go like a little bit more willy-nilly on here, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pick up one of these beads here, a smaller one, and I'm going to grasp this again. I'm just working right off of this, but you don't have to if you don't want to. If you want to do all of your cutting first. As a matter of fact, that is how I say to go do it. Now, so this is pretty long, right? And so you know, as soft wire, this, the longer and the bigger, the more air you have in a link like this, that is going to, it's like a hula hoop, right? Without that reinforced wall of the hula hoop, it's going to plop down. And we know that this aluminum wire is very soft, which makes it super easy to form and needs a little bit more work to make it into a piece that is going to hold up to wear and tear of being jewelry. So I'm going to keep this guy here very parallel and very straight as I can. And what I want to do here is I want to overlap my two ends. Okay, so I'm going to take that out of there. You can see how lovely that's coming together. Nice. And I'm going to grab either my side cutter, or what I can do is grab, and all the SKUs for this, you guys, are in the notes above. This is actually the memory wire cutter, but what this memory wire cutter is as well, and we don't need this heavy duty cutter for this, but what it is it's a shear, and the shear is a double flush cutter. And so what I love to do is, I'm going to put my peepers back down, is I know that if I use this right here, I'm going to make one cut, and I know it's going to be right next to each other, and it's going to be blunt on each side. So even though I don't need this, I love this tool for this. So off comes this, and you can see that I've got this. I've got a tiny, tiny bit of waste, which goes right in my little waste paper basket. And then I've got that link, and you know that is going to be very perfect just to be able to butt up. So if you're not using something that, like, obviously you're not going to, any of this enameled or foiled wire, you're not going to be able to solder this. But if you're working in a silver or a semi-precious, you've got this right at your disposal. Now, what I'm not liking here is some of this, rippling here. That I wasn't able to form quite well. So I love, 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 love taking my chain nose, or if you've got a flat nose. By the way, this is the John Bead Pro line that I'm in love with this handle now. And just nudge, 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 and you're basically doing that straightening. Look at that, right there. And you're going to want to do the straightening, you guys, before you take it to your bench block. Okay? Which is what we're going to do right now. So I listed the nylon plier from John Bead. I don't have that yet. So what we can use is another hardware store one. There's a little make around. You know what? We're always doing workarounds or make arounds. And this will help prevent, this will harden, but it's also going to prevent us from getting any Mars in this beautiful wire, especially when it's so soft. This craft wire is soft, you guys, but it can be used for jewelry. So here we go. We've got this beautiful, beautiful piece here. And look at this, is looking really Santa Fe already, isn't it? With the orange and the turquoise. That's actually very pretty as well. Now, so you've got this and this. And all we need to do is we're going to, oh, by the way, here's a little note here, is you don't want to wail on this connection too much. We're just going to open this like a jump ring here, because we still want this to fit through. Okay, And there we go. But before we do that, we're going to get out our E6000 and beading all something very, very, very skinny that we can use to get this in there. Okay. I forgot to get my wipes, so I'm just going to, I can just grab them. Fortunately, the way that actually put away is right here. I always have a wipe at the ready, right? And instead of squirting it out, I'm going to just go right in there and grab some glue. Whoops, don't have to go very far. This is a little gelatinous. Gelatinous. And I'm just going to go right back in here. Don't gunk it up too much. And into the other end as well. Okay, looks like I'm almost getting off screen. I like to clean this as I go because you know glue. And then I'm going to put it in here. And then this place you almost have to kind of like bring it back. So you're going to deform it a little bit to get it in there, and I'm just going to feed it on in there. Now, clean up a little bit of that glue. This is why people get a little crazy. Like when I was learning from Keith LeBou, he was like, glue was like the G word. But you know what? Sometimes you just need a little epoxy. Okay? And you get, you know, you probably want to do this assembly line style, right? And then I'm just going to clean that up here, get back in there with that nudge, nudge, nudge. Those are your colors, Danielle? That's so cool. And just because I had to kind of distort it here, I'm just going to go back in here. And I'm going to do my nudging. And I still have that beautiful shape. And I'm going to let it dry. Now, what I say in the instructions is go ahead and make all of these. What I would suggest is you kind of want to sort of like make all of your links before you put the connectors on, because right, this is like making that wrapped loop. And forgetting to put things on, is you're going to make half of these with the bead already glued in there. Then, hi Stephanie. Then you're going to, hey Shelly, how you doing? You're going to make the other half by making the connections, right? So what I'm trying to say is, so hey, you've got this. But now you're like, oh no, they're both connected. How do I put them together? Well, you're going to make another one right with it. I was hoping. See, this is the 12 gauge. No, this is actually 12 gauge brass that I was kind of like seeing if would work. But let's just use this for demonstrating purposes, since it's not, right, Sally gave me some 12 gauge brass. So that's when you're going to do your connecting, right? And you're going to go ahead and just feed that in as far as it'll go. This one I might need my chain nose because it's a very short link. Hey, hey Sandy. You know what? You guys are blowing my cover. Next week I was going to do a paperclip link for you guys. Would that be fun? And so this one, I'm just going to have to, oh, I hope I don't crack this bead. See, brass is one of those, yeah, I just want to, there we go. We're going to feed it in, feed it in, feed it in. Okay. This one, see, I basically just marred that shape of that, and there's not a whole lot of room to correct it. But you get the idea. That is how, and because this is going in at all kinds of angles, it's in there pretty darn good. there's kind of a tension fit going on in there. But besides the fact that you've got some 12 gauge, is it 12? No, I think it was 16 that she gave me. I put it away so I wouldn't use it all. But anyway, so that's how you do your connections. Now, what I like doing is that these are really built in, and I thought this is because it's also kind of a bit of a beginner project, although it's got a whole lot of impact, is that you can make this long enough to be able to, you know, to just plop it over your head. That precludes you from doing any type of, you know, double strand or wrapping it twice around or whatever. But that's the way that this one's designed, right? You can add your own clasp or whatever, and we'll be doing those in future segments as well. But look at this gorgeous orange right against this. This is so exciting to me. You can tell when I get excited during my lives. So let's go ahead and let's go and make one out of, I didn't have any fabulous black 18 gauge Carmi. I got to get some of that. Got to get me some of that. I got to get all the colors. I think we have black in the John Bead store. So you can just see it nudging. That's just what I sometimes do. And but if you want to, you can also just take and straighten a length of wire. Wake up, everybody. Let's try a 1/2 inch link. And I'm just going to, because this is so wieldy over here, I'm just going to actually take, and you can use your memory wire cutters, guys, for this, because that's what memory wire is, steel. And I'm just going to go ahead and cut this off right away, okay? So I am going to make one with a bail making pliers, and this is how I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab this. I believe this one's also in the skew, okay? Putting it through where I get a good grasp on this. This is like a 1/2 inch one right here. And then what I'm going to do is, right, I know that I want to overlap here. Is grab this. And I'm going to grab it right here too. And just do another overlap. Because we already did that straightening, we've got those nice straightaways here that are really super straight. And we've got that really at the ready. Now this doesn't, you know, I'm just doing these by the fly, but if you want them to be a certain size, your 1/2 inch is really, looks like we made about a 1 1/4 link. So back to that connection, and that's why we want this nice and overlapped here, is we're going to take that. This is the Brenda organization. I have to find that same thing that we worked with right now. And we're just going to take both at the same time. I like to have it centered. You can do whatever you want, but know that, you know, you have this area here. I would center it. Because you want that bead to have some room, and because you're not going to be able to, once it starts curving, you guys, we can't use that to, you know, in our bead work. So I'm going to go grab here and here, and there we've got our link. And I injured myself the same place that I've injured myself last week. I think I'm going to have to figure something else out when I'm holding my thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to use, now that's a hammer, though I've got the ones that you can use on steel, to go ahead and make this all in the same plane, right? Now, I shouldn't talk over my hammering. In the instructions, ooh, I got a good blood blister coming up here. Up. And it's so funny. The only person to ever get injured in my classes is me. Okay, so right here we've got this, and we could just basically do the same thing. But what I wanted to do was this. I didn't want to, if I would have, I pre-drilled these, you guys, with my drill press. And I didn't want to, you know, go into any of the words because, you know, so cute. But we can also drill wherever we want. So let's dry fit this. Again, we're going to sort of open it as a jump ring. And I'm going to slide it on as far as I can get it so that I don't have to distort this too much. And again, let's grab that chain link and go in there. And it's so funny. It's almost like a fidget bracelet or link, right? I mean, how adorable is that? I really, really like it. And you know, when you're stuck at the dentist office or you're waiting to get your nails done, you can tell a story with your necklace. Pretty darn cute. I think I'll make that up and show you guys how that makes up for later. So, Carmi, isn't that, I don't mean to shame you into getting me stuff. But, and you know, and Carmi doesn't mind if I use steel wire too in my things, I don't think. Actually, I'm just gonna further do this a little bit. And always remember, now this would also be a cute bracelet idea, or, you know, you could just do something fun, especially if you would add some sort of like little loop here for a bail. You could make this be your earring, or from this side here. With all kinds of different options to show you. Also, if we wanted to make this as a bracelet, now you know a bracelet, there's smaller real estate here. So what I was thinking is, let's take this apart, is that we could actually just bend this. Here, grab this and get this out of here now. You know what? We're just going to, hey, Mary Dreyer. Okay, get that out of there so I can get this link again. Just keep obsessing about this a little bit. Is that you can start bending these into, I'm going to just take my chain nose here. Oh, thank you, Carmi. How awesome. I love that. Is just sort of like bend these maybe just a little bit more geometrically so that we can start having it be shaped to the body, right? So when you've got something like this, and you can kind of mess around with some of the angles here, but you know that our jewelry is art for the body, and so we do need to pay attention to how things fit. Like last week we were talking about how the fit goes around the shoulders, and how you know, and how things hang. But this is also a cute idea too, and you wouldn't necessarily need to do you know, sort of an angle. You could press it against, let me just see here. Where is our, isn't that funny? Like I try to train myself to always put my tools back in the same place, but And so, you know, take a bail making pliers maybe, and then just do just a little curving to that. And so you've got either a curve or maybe more of a harder angle in here to be able to, you know, make your bracelet all the way around. So when we're working with jewelry, elements especially, links, elements, focals, always know that there's more than one way to put something together. You know, just because you're working with a link doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a necklace. It can, you know, it can be something else. A lot of different types of things. More things than even I can think of at this time. And that also translates to home dec, or I'm just like, have this, Carmi and I were talking this morning, and I'm like, okay, we could do this and this and this. I'm really into garlands lately. I just like the idea of garlands, and so bigger links or smaller links with bigger things on them, as long as they're sturdy enough, can be garlands, you know, for your wall, for a doorway. I have a garland on one of the bedroom windows here. Just love them for your tree. So cool. All right, you guys. Golly gee. So I hope you have enjoyed this today. I think we're just going to try to keep figuring out what kind of link is going to be good for this next week. I was thinking of maybe a paperclip link, but we also have working ahead a little bit here, a refresh of our adjustable bangle. It's going to be right back here. Here they are. Tempting, tempting. So, you know, I've done the found object one, and with more of the Earth's Jewels. This time I used up most of the Mucolite, one of my favorites. I love Mucolite. It's those beautiful fall colors. So you see the garland, yes. So so look good with that. Yes, yes, Terry, very good, very good. Yeah. So I'm just going to kind of look back here and see if I missed anything. I've been so intent on. Oh, I'm so glad this is a new technique, Stephanie. That's wonderful. Making sure that I've answered everything. Minky's late. I call you Minky, but I know you're Shelly. Okay, so great to see all you guys here. Thanks for popping in. I know you guys have a ton of other lives that you can watch. So just to review, if you want to, or if you already have some de-stash projects coming my way for the Beads of Courage auction, which will happen in April, let me know. That deadline has been extended until February 24th. Deb Floros, who's my dear friend here, has decided she has offered to help me with some of the prep work for that, because I was like freaking out. I was getting overwhelmed. How am I going to do this all by myself? I have these grand ideas, and then I think, how is this going to get done? But we will do it. We will do it. We also have a lot of follow through here. So please do that. If you're using your de-stash from home, just email me or message me for my home address. Just haven't been putting it out there for the world to see. But those, if you did get something from the de-stash on Etsy, any of these pieces here, and I know there's more coming. I've seen some of them. I can't wait to show you more. Those instructions are all in that. And my plea to you is, if you have purchased something, just the purchasing is just for the mailing costs. If you've committed to something, please do follow through. We didn't have a problem at all. I'm just reiterating that this is all for the kids, and so I know you have it in you to finish this off. So super duper. Also, I want to tell you that I would love it if you would subscribe to my newsletter. And you can find that in the landing page or the registration page for that on my, basically at the top of Brenda Schweder Jewelry page. I think I have it pinned as a post there. Also my Instagram page, which is right here at Brenda Schweder Jewelry on Instagram. So we would love to see what you guys do. I'm like, this is so silly. We would love to see what you guys do with, go away, with any of the elements that we've made here. So I'd love it if you would share them to the Brenda Schweder Jewelry page. Always loving to see what you guys do with that. I know Donna Hoblet did something with the BeadConnector link last week, so that was like, still my heart. I love that. So I know Deb is the best. She's the best. So, and she lives pretty close to me now. So, mwah. All right. Mwah. Love you guys. Please do consider sharing this. We want to spread all the John Bead love and the bead connection love. And don't forget that all of those instructions and templates are at www.brendaschweder.etsy.com. Yes, hashtag johnbeadcorp. Oh yes, awesome. Thanks, Carmi. That is wonderful. I love it, love it, love it. All right. So 50 minutes worth of content here today for you. You know I love you. Got my nails done for you. It's a gray day today. And also we have some, one final announcement, sorry. We have the Great Bead Extravaganza is going to be doing their next, I call it, should have been Tucson Gem Shows, should have been the Tucson Gem Shows virtual bead show. That'll be the first weekend in February, and guess who is going to be doing the sort of, how would we say, kickoff walk. We're going to do a desert walk, and John Bead and I are working on something special to share with you. I kept my last Sunday night, I'm very last on Sunday night as well, so I'll be first and last for that, but mark your calendars for Friday. I think it's the 5th, 6th, and 7th of February. So that would have been Tucson, so we're holding court there. All right. Hey, Dawn. I love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Mwah. Adios.